Am I audible? Online people? Okay, fine. So yesterday, guys, we started, the first class of DBMS that we started in the last class, okay? And a few basic terms we discuss, okay, no? The few basic terms we discussed in the last session, okay? Fine. And online students, once you can go to check it out your chat box, Mr. Akil was kept some YouTube links for your first 3 days session videos, online students. So please take those links, okay? Take those links, okay? So who you wanted, okay? So who wanted your first 3 day sessions? So please take it this. And I'm also keeping here. So I'm also keeping that links, okay? Recording videos. So please keep it that, okay? Right. And offline students, if you guys you wanted this recording videos, okay? So if anybody missed here, so they want to listen this recording videos, so please come to take this for one day. And now, okay, so this is what online people. So you also, if anybody newcomers are there, just okay, those people first check it out, okay? So basic terms we discussed in the last class here. We didn't started still Oracle, but the DBMS basic terms we discussed, and the few terms we discussed in the last class. Okay, what exactly data? How can you define here? So this is we said it is a raw fact now, and there's any combination of things we called as what now data. So that we said here Smith, Warner, Miller, Scott. These are the names, but we don't know these names belongs to which one. The which belongs to this. Okay, we can't predict. So when we can't predict here and we can't say it what exactly, that kind of things are what we called as your data. Okay, and even though numbers also there, so this is also one data we called. Understand now? But next one we discuss here. When this data, okay, it is not giving any meaningful, but when you want to give some meaningful for us, okay, that was we called as what now? Information. And information is nothing but simply we call the processing data is called as a information. Information always providing meaningful statements. For example, same thing whatever I given here, the same thing I was taken now, and I predict something for these names. Okay, so these numbers. So whatever we predict your customer name and customer ID. So based on these headings, you can understand that these names are belongs to customer, and these are customer ID. So when user can understand what it is exactly, and it was having some meaningful, then it is called as what now? Information. So information data, this is the slight difference was there. Okay, now, right. And later we discuss about what is a database now. And database, it is called as what now? So it is a collection of interrelated data or information we said. Okay, now. So any business organization, they will be using some databases. And why they want to use databases means their business related information will be stored. Okay, suppose if my organization is a banking sector, then banking related informations will be stored. If my organization is, for example, hospitals, then hospitals related informations only stored. But in hospitals database, can I store banking information? Is it possible? No, because bank hospital, there is no meaningful. Yes or no? So banking means banking related things only we can say. Hospitals means hospital related things only we can store. Educational domains. Educational domains databases will storing educational related informations only they will store. So that is called a particular organization or particular business which related to data we are storing into one specific database. If I'm creating one database for particular my business means that business information only I can keep and store. That's a called as what now? Interrelated, what we said. And small example I was explaining to you, okay, on yesterday, how interrelated means. We are creating one database for SBI. SBI is one of the banking sector. So whatever the information we are storing here, that every information which related to bank only. Okay, like we said, organization means what I said, it's a group of branches. So branches details I want to store. So a branch is nothing but group of departments. Departments information I want to store. Like a department is nothing but group of employees. Employees information. A organization means they are interacting with the customers. So customers information. So whatever we going to store, whatever we are storing here, this is completely related to banking sectors. So this is called a one interrelated information we are storing under a particular database memories. Okay now, and interrelated means what I said, dependency to each other. So I depends on you, you depends on me, then it's called as a interrelated. So what we said yesterday, if there is a no departments, then there is a no employees. So without department you cannot take employees. Without employee we cannot form departments. So these are the vice versa relationships are there. Like same as no customers, no products. When customers are not there, then what is the use of products? No use. So products are we are going to be making or made here products for which purpose? Customers purpose. So when the customers are not there, there is no use of products. If there is a no products, no one can come to your shop. So it is also called as a interrelated to each other. So these kind of relations or data, one data is depends on another data. So this kind of informations together we are storing into one location, and that is what we called as what now? Databases we called. Okay, now let me come out next. What we discuss, the most important thing is types of databases. So all over the world, any organization, if you go to check it out, any organization, either it is a private, public, okay, non-IT, IT, whatever it was, but whenever they want to maintain their business data or their organization data or their any business confidential data, so anything they want to maintain or storing or manage or maintain into databases. If your organization is very big organization, definitely those people is required to database maintenance. Okay na? So OLTP and OLAP, and these are the two types of databases in the world. Other than these two, there is no other databases. But come to OLTP, AP differences and what purpose we are using means. So yesterday we said OLTP we are using for storing of day-to-day transactional information for your live transactions, for your running business. So my business, my company still it is going on. Yes or no? Not it will be stopping business. It was a running business. For running business, whatever the transactions will be performing day by day, every day-to-day transactional informations we can keep under OLTP databases. Okay, now that's why the name is called as what now? Transactional information. Okay, now that is what. But nowadays, so many softwares we are listening: Oracle, SQL Server, MySQL, DB2, Sybase, Informix, Ingressus, Teradata, PostgreSQLs. Okay, now so these are all are what, sir? Means that these are all are called as a database softwares. Okay, now these are all are called as database softwares, and these all database softwares, sir, okay, we are using or it comes under OLTP database category. And these databases, industry people, why they want to use means their transactional, the day-to-day transactional data information storage purpose. So that is one best examples. Okay, we given here Oracle, SQL Server, MySQL, DB2, some etc. Okay, and after that, what we said later, OLTP, when we are interacting and day-to-day transactions, whenever you want to store here, definitely certain time, that means a certain period of time, automatically your database memory will be full. So whenever OLTP database memory will full, but the data is very important for me, I don't want to delete my data. Yes or no? If you want to delete your data, then why are you storing? It's not necessary. Yes or no? So whatever the information I'm storing in my OLTP, the data, the transactional data which was coming from an application, which was done by user, okay, that every data I need to keep in my database. And in future purpose also, the data is required for me. That's why I don't want to delete the data. But what we want to do when your OLTP databases are full means that there the people was taking one more database, okay, that is called a OLAPs. So OLAPs are maintained only for storage purpose. On OLAP, we can't do insert, update, delete, this kind of operations we cannot perform. It's only for storing and reading. Reading means retrieving data. Storing, reading, that's it. But you can't perform any other operations. But you can perform insert, update, delete operations on OLTP. Okay, na? So this is what two types are. So when your OLTP was full, what we said here in this, whatever the oldest data was there, the oldest data will be moving into OLAP. And the moving levels, we are using what now? ETL tools. Okay, na? So extracted, transfer, and loading. Extracted, transfer, and loading. So some ETL tools are we are using. So I said here E stands for extract, T stands for transfer, L stands for loading. So it will be extracted from where it is OLTP. So from there data is extracted, transferring and loading into OLAPs. Okay. So for that purpose, they are using so many softwares like ETL softwares are called. That's called as what now? Informatica, SSIS from MSBI part and Power BI. Okay. So Airflow. Okay. These kind of the different types of ETL tools or softwares are available. And through this software, they will be making some connectivity from OLTP to OLAP. How you can make it your connection, okay, from your application to OLTP, the connectivity is how you can make it by using of JDBC concepts, okay, for .NET people, sorry, Java people, ADO.NET for .NET people, Django frameworks for your Python people, how they can use these tools, okay, now for making application to TP connectivities, same as TP to AP connectivities are going to be done by using of ETL tools. Okay, now and along with this ETL tools, they will be making the connectivities between TP to AP, and along with that, what I said, they will be preparing some job schedules. Okay, so these job schedules who will be created in real time means the database administrators will be preparing that. So those administrators will be preparing your job schedules as per their business. So for example, I have a business. In my business, approximately per a day, how much data will be generated? That means how many number of transactions per a day the users can perform in my business. Okay, now so they will take an average here. So based on that average, they will be decided that data when they want to transfer from TP to AP. Okay, now so one day data may be used data will generate from my application. Okay, now and another day less data. For example, today the 10 KB data is generated through my applications. Okay, now tomorrow maybe it is a 25 KB. Day after tomorrow again it will be 5 KB. Yes or no? So we can't say like that every day the same amount of data can be generated. Is it possible? Can we say? For example, tell me Facebook. Every day Facebook is using same number of people? No. So today 100 people are using, tomorrow 10 people only using. Yes or no? Day after tomorrow 1 lakh people can use. So it's a depending on the people, the way of the using. Yes or no? We can't say the way of using is always constant. Yes or no? Today some people are using, tomorrow some more people, maybe up and downs are there. So based on that, the business organization people also, they will be think what is our business? This business, how much important for the people, and the people how much they want to use our websites or our applications. Okay, now so based on that, averagely per a day, how much data will produce from transactions. Okay, now so this all they will be calculated together. After calculation, they will be finalizing that, okay, averagely per a day, we are getting 25 KB data. Okay, for average, I'm telling now. That means today, maybe 10, tomorrow, maybe 20, day after tomorrow, maybe 5, day after tomorrow, maybe 1 KB. So like this. But averagely, they will take okay, some amount of data. So based on that, they will be setting their memories and they're setting their job schedules. So my data, daily wise, I need to transfer, hourly basis, I need to transfer, weekly basis, I need to transfer, or monthly basis or quarterly basis or half-yearly basis or yearly basis. Suppose your business is very big business. Daily 1 GB data is generated from your business. Then those kind of people will maintain what now? Daily, hourly basis they will transfer. Every hour they will be moving. For example, in your business, every hour 1 GB data is generated. Then immediately that 1 GB data will be transferring. Okay. So maybe hourly basis and huge amount of transactions are going on. Then maybe it will be taken out here like every second wise also data can be moved. Every minute wise. Okay. Every seconds, minutes, half an hour. Okay, like this you can go to set your job schedules. Okay, now that's depending on your business. So like that they will be manage your TP and AP databases. Okay, this will be happening here. And later what the final question to ask us, suppose it is full and it is also full, then what we can do, sir? Means that there's nothing. So simply the real-time people will create one more data warehouses. So like how many they want it, that many warehouses they will be built, okay, na, to keep their memo or keep their data into those warehouses. So that is the reason what we said in the study, data warehouses especially we are using for to storing what kind of information? Historical. So once you can store your data into databases, it's a lifelong storage. That point should be remembered. It's not like the temporary storage. Even though suppose today, if I store some information in my database, after 100 years, again I came and see, okay, my data will be there itself. Okay, na? So maybe in between, if any abnormal terminations, if anything is happening on my database, okay, abnormal means unexpected things, can anything is happen. Otherwise, my system will be crash or any virus is attacked to my database server. Yes or no? Otherwise, manually somebody intentionally deleted my data. Yes or no? So these things, when it was happening, then only I can lose my data. Yes or no? But without anything, without any abnormal terminations, without any manual terminations, without any virus attacks, okay, na, without anybody can stolen my data. If it was not doing like this, na, then your data will hundreds of years it will be storing under databases. Okay, na? So that is the lifetime of your database. Okay, and one more thing. Yesterday somebody is asking, sir, what is the size of database? I think not offline students, but online students, somebody is asking, what is the size of database? So one thing you remember, guys, don't ask this question to anybody outside. Okay, na? It's a blunder question. Okay, na? Because databases are not having any sizes. Okay, na? So maybe you are a fresher, you don't know, that's why you're asking. But now I'm telling that, so don't ask this question outside. If you're asking that question outside, na, you are not any problem, but they will ask you who teach you your database. So Sudhakar sir teaching, then it will come to my side. So that's why some questions you can ask that whether this question is right or wrong. Okay, don't go immediately. I want to ask something from my side. Don't do like that. Think this question is right or wrong. Is it? Can I ask or not? Okay, so that kind of first 1 to 2 times think yourself and ask that question to anyone. Because if you're asking some questions to anyone, maybe they insult you. Yes or no? So you don't know anything. So that kind of insultings are also nowadays, and of course everybody is what we can say. They will be watching when this guy will be. We will catch it. This guy, okay. So that's why don't ask that kind of question. Okay. You're asking to me. That's okay, because I'm a trainer, so I want to give some knowledge, some information. But once you know the idea of a particular technology, and don't ask the blended questions to outside. Okay, you can ask to faculty, nothing problem. Maybe you are learners, okay. But after learning that again, don't repeat that kind of questions other side. Okay, na? So yeah, remember, databases are not having any sizes. You can't fix particular size for databases. This is one of the important points should always remember. Why, sir? Why it doesn't having any size? Simple example I want to tell you. For example, in my computer, in my laptop, my hard disk is 1 terabyte. Now I'm installing Oracle database server in this laptop. Okay. Then now tell me. So how much, okay, what is the capacity and what is the size of my database now? My laptop hard disk is a 1 terabyte. So now tell me, I installed my Oracle database software in this system. Now, what is my capacity here? 1 terabyte. Suppose your laptops are there. Okay, in your laptop, okay, you are going to install it. And your laptop capacity, how much here? 2 terabytes. Then what is the capacity of database? 2 terabytes. Someone laptop is having 5 terabytes. They also install same Oracle database software. So in that system, Oracle capacity how much? 5 terabyte. Now tell me, do you have any constant here? Any fixed memory here? No. So it's a depending on our usage. Maybe someone using GBs, someone using TBs, someone using PBs, petabytes, terabytes, exabytes, yottabytes. Okay, na? It's a depending on their business data, how much memory they want it for their business side, they will be used. Okay, small companies are using GBs. Okay, the startup company, they have more enough GB. Yes or no? So GBs of memory, they more enough because there is a very small business. So some more people are using terabytes, some more people are using petabytes, some more people are using exabytes, some more people are using yottabytes, some people are using zettabytes. So there are so many different organization based on their businesses, their memory can be usage. Okay, na? That's why don't ask this one to anyone. Okay, na? So now understand, na? In my laptop, my Oracle, same Oracle database, in my laptop, 1 terabyte. Your laptop, 2 terabyte. Someone laptop, 5 terabytes. That's why there is no fixed memories. Okay, right. So now these are the two things we discussed in the last session, ATP and APS. And now today, the next session here, what is the day, guys? 16, huh? Now, yeah. Now, what is the next question we asked here? Data storages. Okay. So, what is data storage and how many types of storage methods we have here and what are those? Okay, na? So, and what kind of problems we have in that and how to overcome those problems by introducing of your DBMS. Okay, na? Now let me write down data storage. So it is a location we called. It is a location where we want to store data or information. Where we want to store our data or information. Okay, now? So there are three types of methods are there, guys, here. There are three types of data storages. Okay. And the first one and very oldest model and in initial, that means very early days, at the time there is no computers. At the time there is no softwares. Okay. At the time there is no technologies. So very early days in 1920s, 1930s and 1910s, yes or no, in that days, how the people can managing their data, what they are using means that they're using, guys, here papers and books. Okay, papers and books they are using. So very early stages. So first a paper, later little bit what we can say enhancements will what now, notebooks, books they will be using. And nowadays, this kind of things, you can see this kind of methods in small villages. If you go to any rural villages, some villages you can go, but maybe now it will be changes. But if you go to 10 years back, still some office, some government office like MRO office, in that they're using some records. Can you remember? Anybody see? Even your colleges also maintain records. Yes or no? So that is what books and papers levels. Okay, that means everything is into manual system, that is. So manually the user has to enter the data, keep the data. Yes or no? So whenever you want to take the data, again manually we need to search each and every page, and where is your required data that you can take. So that is completely what now books and papers manual system. For example, now you all of you using now. Yes or no? Now I'm going to giving some information. You are noting into your notebook. So that is called as a one book and paper. But tell me, in that book and paper, is there any security? Suppose you want to store some confidential data, okay, in your notebook or a book or paper, is it secured? No. So security problems, and the large amount of data I can't manage in the books and the papers. Yes or no? A retrieval problem. If I want to retrieve some information from my notebook or paper, so each line will be searched. Okay, now. So these kind of problems will be having in this books and papers, and these are using, when it was using, guys, here before computers. When there is no computers in the world, the people are using these books and papers. That's called as a before computers. And after that, when computers are introducing into the market, the people will be using what now? Flat files. What they are using? Flat files. And what is the best example of flat file? That is called as what now? Text file. That is called as what now? Text file. And can you tell me, what is the default file of your computer? When there is no MS Office software, nothing was there. So once you have to installing your OS, some default files are come to us. What is that? Text file. Yes or no? Text file is called as what now? Default file in your computer. Okay. For this purpose, I don't want to install any other software. When you want to installing your OS, automatically some files will come to you. This is called as a default files. So in that, one of the file is what now? Text files. That means initially, when the computers are introducing here, what it was happened so much, that means the business related information or their organization related informations, they're storing under computers. But storing under computers means where it will be storing in a files, and those files is called as what now? Flat file or text file we called. Okay. And this mechanism, when the people was using, means that they're using after computers, otherwise you can say from the computers. So whenever computers are introducing here, so the people was using this. From computers onwards, so many industries are, they're just moving into their data instead of books and papers. Instead of books and papers, they're storing under computers. Okay, na? In computers, where it is here? Files. But here also, whenever you want to store data into flat files also, there are so many drawbacks the people was identified. Like data redundancy problems, okay, data inconsistency problems, okay, data retrieval problems, data security problem, okay, data indexing problem, okay. So many problems they identified in files also. So that's why the people, what they did to overcome the drawbacks of manual system, that's called as a books and papers and flat files, whatever the problems they identified here, those problems to overcome purpose, the people was introducing one concept. The concept is called as what now? DBMS, database management systems. So this concept was introducing by people to avoid the problem of flat files as well as manual system, what now? Books and papers. So these problems will be identified here in these two methods, and that was overcome by using of what now? DBMS here. And DBMS, what it is, sir, means it is called as a software. DBMS is called as what now? Software. Okay. So these are the three data storages. Even though nowadays also So many people are using. I don't want to say it is outdated. Okay, if you go to books and papers, simple example, nowadays you can go to kirani shops are there beside your homes. Yes or no? Nearest your home, your hometown, if you go to kirani shops are there. The kirani shop people, the person, they will maintain small books. Anybody remember? Yes or no? What we call that book? Khata book. Huh? I think Khata book is also one software also there. Recently, who was advertising that? MS Dhoni? Huh? Khata book. One ad is coming to in your televisions. Dhoni, huh? Huh? So Khata book. See, Khata book is also made in one software also. So, yeah. So, you can see in villages, okay, your nearest shop, you can go, kirani shops, the people will maintain some Khata books. Okay, manually they maintain. And in that books, they will be noted. Yes or no? Suppose one customer is come to my shop. Okay, he was nearest your shop and you very know, that means they will know that. Okay, now. So what happened? The people will come, they will taking some items and they will say, okay, later I will pay. So this guy, what he will do, he was entering date and date, he was taking data and below writing what kind of products he was taken. So that's called a Khata books. So that is one of the best example of the first method, books and papers. It's a manual system. Okay, na? Right. So nowadays, so many people also using in your colleges, small data entry level purpose they're using. Next, flat files. Flat files also nowadays so many people are using. They will be maintain files, text files, word files. They maintain for data information storages purpose. And later, most of the companies nowadays we are using what now? Databases. And nowadays, what it was happen? Maximum industries, organizations, companies, okay, na? It coming under anything as a private, public, whatever I said, but all are should be converting into database side. Okay, even though recently the Telangana government, the police headquarters people, the Telangana police department people, they also storing their informations in the databases. So the Telangana government people, the police department people, they approaching to Naresh IT. They send some what we can say policies. They send to our institution to learning database course because they don't know and they will be maintaining databases. So how the data can be, okay, how to interact into database. If you want to interact into database means you need some query knowledge, na? For that knowledge purpose, they came us learning database courses, the police department people. Okay, na? So that means why I'm telling these examples means you should know that nowadays what happened is small industries also maintain their information, their business information under databases. Why, sir? Why every startup company also maintain database? What is the reason? The first reason is what now? Security. Because if you store your data, books and papers or flat files, the drawback is what now? No security. But DBMS, what it was going to do, databases, first highly, what it is here? The first factor of that, what is that? Security. So that is the reason the business mean or business people, they will go to databases they maintain in their business. Yes or no? So now these are the data storages. And now I don't want to explain about books and papers because all of you know what kind of problems and drawbacks are there. Okay. So what you can say, it is a manual system. I required more manpower to maintenance purpose and it was highly expenditures. Whenever my manpower is increased, automatically my expenditures also increases here. And data, how much very small data can only manage and maintain, but big data I cannot manage and maintain in my books and papers. And data retrieval process, whenever you want to retrieve a specific data, okay, particular information you want to take from your book, it's not like that I can directly go and take. Yes or no? I need to search each and every page number, okay, or pages. Where is my required data is there? So searching time is more. retrieval data is very, very slow, time consumer process. Yes or no? And what I said, no security here. Okay, data redundancy problems also there here because it duplicates data. I can enter. Yes or no? Can you enter duplicate data in your notebook? Can you enter? No. That means when you are entering, book is saying that, hey, don't enter, you are a duplicate. Book you will telling like this? No. You can enter now? Yes. Okay. So these kind of so many problems are there in the manual system. Then after flat files, now we will discuss what is flat file. In this flat file, what are the major drawbacks are there, and those drawbacks later how DBMS is overcome. Okay, na? So this is important for us guys here. So that's why I'm giving some explanation about the flat files. Now take siding. Flat files. Okay. Now, so in this mechanism, okay, so what it was happen, you can see. In this method, data can be stored in files. Okay, with the help of operating system. With the help of operating system. Okay, na? So this is what here the files we are using, and the data can be storing in the files. And compulsory whenever you want to store data into files, definitely which support is required here? OS support is required for us. Okay, na? OS support is required for us. Okay, na? Right. But here also there are some drawbacks are there. So what kind of disadvantages are there? Let me explain now. So your advantages, nothing here. Okay, just it is a computerized system that you can say that, but having more drawbacks here. What is the first drawback in this? Okay, first one we called as guys here data redundancy problem. Data redundancy. Second one is called as here data inconsistency problem. Data inconsistency problem. Data inconsistency. And the third one is called as here data retrieval problem. Data retrieval. And the next one is called as here, okay, data security problem. And the next problem here, okay, data indexing problem or data integrity. And next one is called as a data indexing. So these are the major problems in your flat files. Okay, now. So here, whatever I said now, that each and everything we will be see it now. Okay, what is what, and what is the mean by redundancy, inconsistency, retrieval, integrity, and indexing. Okay, now. So simply I will explain to you along with some practical examples. Okay, now you can see. The first one, data redundancy. In flat file, one of the major drawback is what now? It will be accepting your duplicates data. That means a person can store same information or same data in number of files in my computer. My point is clear, huh? What I am saying here, the person can store same information in number of files in a computer. Is it possible? Huh? Yes or no? Yes. How it is here? Let me see. Practical I am showing now. This is my computer, right? So now what I am going to do, okay, I am creating some files. I am creating some files. But before you want to understand this flat file, then you imagine you are not in 2023. You are in 1950s and 1940s. In that area you have. Just I'm telling here, he will flashback. It is not a time machine. Just imagine like that. Huh? You just imagine that, oh, now I am in 1940 to 50s generation, or at the time I am living now. So then only this concept can understand. Because this concept you want to properly understand means you also go to that year, like a time machine. Then only you can understand practically what happening. But now in this generation, you are sitting and I'm telling this example now. You are saying that, sir, this facility we can overcome now. Because now that facility solution came. But in 1940s, no solution. This is the solution only. Understand now? That's why flat file working examples, whatever I'm telling now, these 5 or 6 examples, okay, you just imagine these examples in 1940s and 50s. Okay, now just the computers are introducing, that's it. But you don't have any softwares. You don't have a Java. So maybe C language is there, maybe 1940 to 50 means. But you don't have a Java technologies, .NET, Python, and Oracle database is also not there at the time. Is there? No. So just imagine like this, then only concept can be easily catch. Okay, na? So data redundancy problem in flat file, how it was happening in that times, 1940 to 50s, in initially computers are introducing. Okay. Now you can see one file is there. I'm creating this file, and this file name also I'm going to change. So take it here. Suppose some employees are working. So EMP1, one file name I created, and now you can go to check it out. I'm going to save some employees data. So who are working in my company, that employees information I'm storing here. So employees details. Okay, now, right. What I required here, employee number. Next, employee name. Okay. Next, what I wanted here, their salary. Okay, na? And their date of join. Okay. There, for example, I'm taking some gender or etc. Okay, na? So now these are some columns, and one more thing, remember, in flat files data can store in which manner? Sequential manner. Sequential means line by line. So you can't go table structure. Okay, it's not possible. It is a sequential, line by line characters will be passing like this. Okay, now that's why I'm going to save or taking like this sequence, line by line. Okay, so one of the employee number, employee name is called as, for example, Smith. His salary, for example, 1000, okay, rupees. He joined, for example, okay, 03, okay, so 1942 or 43 something. Okay, na? So some information I can. So he will be, what is the gender here? Suppose male. 1022, another employee was there, Alan. So Alan's salary was 850 rupees. All of you dreaming, 1940? So 1943. So okay, female. Now 1023. So taking the name is Word. So Word will be taking, for example, 1200 rupees. Okay. Then 06 slash some 04 slash okay 1944. Okay, some mail, etc. So like this, I have some employees. Okay, na? So we have some employees. Employees information I'm storing like this. Just imagine. Okay, na? Now the same information, whatever I saved here, this information I will be saved. Okay, the file will be closed. So my employee data I saved here. Next one, what it was happened, okay, one more person came to your system. He's also trying to save same information here. What he was thinking here, he will be
He will be creating one file and taking the name is employees
details or employees. Okay, na? The file is open and he also storing same information. Okay, and he will also save. But at the time of entry level and saving level, can you tell me computer was showing any error, any bug? So it was saying that, sorry, this data already existing in your computer. That kind of any message you got it? No. So that means what do you understand? Computers are or your files are allowed duplicates. Is there any restrictions here? No. Okay, this file also save. And now come out and open these two files. Okay, open these two files now. This is one file, whatever it was. Next one. This is another file. So carefully observe now. Okay, now? Now these are the two files. But can you tell me, in two files, do you have the same data? Yes or no? Can I say it is a duplicate data? Duplicate information? Yes or no? So this is a flat files, one of the drawback. Okay, now? But this drawback, how to overcome, at the time the people doesn't know. There is no solutions for this. Okay, now? But now this concept, that means that this problem, I can overcome now because you have so many softwares now. We can overcome. But at the time, they don't have any solutions here. So that's what happened. How many times the same information are you storing in number of files in computer? Hundreds of files you can go to store and your computer will be allowed, accepted without giving any error. Okay, now? This is one of the biggest problem. This is called as what now? Data redundancy problem we called. Got it my point? Yes. And so that's why what we are saying here, data redundancy. Below write down. Storing the same information, storing the same information in multiple files in a computer. Files in a computer. Okay, now? This is what we called as a redundancy. What about the data inconsistency problem? So inconsistency is nothing but, guys, here irregularity. Data is not a consistency. Okay, it was irregular. When it was irregular means what it was happened, the people will get a confusion. That is called an ambiguous problem. Which problem? Ambiguous problem. That is called as what now? Data inconsistency. How it is? Let me come. These are the two files are there. Two files are storing same information. Okay? That means, can I say these are duplicates? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes, these are duplicates. Suppose one of the person will come and open any one file. He can directly open your file and he will be saying that, okay, here, Smith, I'm going to take as to manipulating this data. Okay, now? What I was manipulating here? Female. Someone came, opened my file, and they was manipulated my data. Understand now? After manipulated, he will be saving. That means manipulations also accepted. So now, clear all of you now? Now careful observe, I'm asking one question to you. I just close this. Again, I come back here to open these two files, EMP1 file. Okay, EMP1 file. Okay, and next another file also I'm going to open. Okay, now? Fine. Now tell me, in these two files having same information, yes or no? No. Same information here. So having same information, fulfill my question here. पहले मेरे को complete करने दो. Both are having same data. 1021 Smith 1000 same date, all are same. But where it is changed? Gender. So now the two files I'm showing to you. Okay, now? Now I'm asking. Smith, what is the gender? Huh? See, I'm very simple question asking. Who is a Smith? Male or female? Male. Somebody is not responding because they have a dilemma. What we want to say? If you say male, wrong. If you say female, wrong. What is the answer? Man, na? No. Tell me, my question careful understand, na? Smith. What exactly? Tell me. Now the situation, tell me. Can you say or we can't say? We can't say. Why, sir? Why we can't say? Because the same person information, whatever it was there in the two or more than two files. Okay, na? So what happened here? In one file, it was showing female. In one file, it was showing male. So when the same person will be shown as a two different genders in two different files, then users cannot say what exactly. This confusion, whatever it was occurred now, that is called a inconsistency. What we called a inconsistency problem. Okay, so inconsistency problem is occurred. So now the situation I'm telling now. But see how I can solve it this. Suppose I just close this one. I have only one file. Data also one time I saved. Now I'm asking question. Who is a Smith? Female. Confident? Huh? Good or not? Highly confident. No doubt about it. Sure. Yes. Why you say now female? Because there is no other file. The same information of the person is not there in any other way. Yes or no? Only one file, one time data storage. And one time showing what? Female. So now you can confirm that Smith is a female. And confidently you can say. Okay now? But now I'm going to open this. What is now? Again we can't say. Again confusion now? Yes. So now, suppose if I close this. Now if I'm asking again, who is a Smith? Confident? Yes. So that means the problem is what now? When you are getting confusion, when you have a one file, two files? Two files. So when you have a two files, okay, when you have a two files, then you are getting what now? Confusion. So two files means duplicates. So whenever we have a duplicate data, then there is a chance to occur data inconsistency problem. If there is a no duplicate data, then there is a no chance to occur data inconsistency problem. That means data inconsistency is going to be occurred based on duplicates. When duplicates are there, this confusion is occurred. When there is no duplicate, no confusion. So this is what we called as a inconsistency. So inconsistency means what we can say? If you change data in one file, the whatever the data was there in the corresponding of second file, the data will not be changed. Okay, now only one file can only change. But the same data where it is, it will be saved. Those files cannot be changed. If it is not changed, then it is called as a inconsistency. So, and the inconsistency is occurred is what now? Data confusion. Simple I'm telling now. Data confusion. And it will occur. When it was occurred, when do you have a duplicates? Okay. What I'm saying, if there is a data redundancy, then there is data inconsistency. There is a data inconsistency. Okay, na? If there is a data redundancy, then there is a data inconsistency. Okay, na? Otherwise, this problem also I can avoid it. Okay, now, right now. Next one. What is the next one? Data retrieval problem. One more problem is there here in the flat files. What is that? Data retrieval. Retrieval means reading of data. Data reading. Yes or no? Now in the flat files, okay, in the flat files, suppose you need to read some data from this flat file. It's not like the user can directly go and read your data. Understand? Na? It's not like that. If I want to read some data from a flat file, then the people will want, or the people will go to develop an application program by using of a C language. In that days, C language is there, so they are using C language. Now you can use a C++, Java, .NET, Python also you can use to how to read the data from files. Understand? Na? So, can you remember Java people I'm asking, Python people also. In Java, you have one concept of file handling concept. Is there or not there? There are file handling? Python people? Do you have any file handling concepts in Python? Data, how to read from a file, data, how to write into file. Read and write IO streams in Python. Go and ask your sir. Sir, in Python we have a file handling IO streams. IO streams means input and output streams, read methods, write methods we are using. The concept is there in C. There in C++, Java, .NET. What about Python? Python students once ask your faculty, sir, there or not there? So now here observe. So there what the people will using here to read the data from a file purpose. The people want to develop one programming application. They want to develop one application, yes or no, by using of some high level languages. Okay, at the time the availability only C. At the time there is no C++, there is no Java, nothing. So C availability is there. So by using of C, they're developing one application program, and based on that, they're reading the data from file. Okay, and now you can, of course, now you can use Java also. Java concept file handling, but so many people are not teaching, okay, nowadays in their courses because of reasons. They simply say that it is outdated concept. File handling is a outdated in .NET and Java. That's why some people are not teaching, but some people are teaching. But anyway, what are they teaching or not teaching, none of the matter, but I will show you practically. Okay, na? In my database classes, how to read data from files by writing of some program. I will show you practically. Okay, na? Right. So then you can understand that how much complex your code is, how much complex that is. Okay, na? So here data retrieval purpose, what it was happening from the file means, if any one specific data I need to read from the file, they want to write some application program. That means they want to write some code they want to write. Okay, na? In those days. But tell me, for every time, for every reading of a new data purpose, are you writing your program means, can you tell me it is a complex now? Complex means difficult. It's highly difficult to write a program to reading data purpose. Even though you know that this 1021, this only 1021 data reading purpose also, you need to write some program. Even though one character you need to read from a file, you want to write a program. So this is in real time, the real time people, okay, it is highly complicated this. Because either you are reading small data, big data, which data you retrieve, none of the matter. But you need to write a programming code. Okay, that is the problem of what? Flat files. So data retrieval is a highly complex from your flat files. Because of reason, the programmers or users, they want to develop one application by using of some high level languages. Okay, na? So at the time the programmer is having C knowledge, then they can read the data. The programmer is having some C++ knowledge, they can read. Now you have a Java knowledge, you can read. Okay, na? So .NET knowledge you can read. Okay, now that means reading purpose you should know some programming language knowledge. That is highly difficult. But same as if I'm asking, suppose this data is not in the file, this data is under database now. Understand now? Now, where is my data now? In database memories. So same data, if I'm storing into database memory and I want to read data from this database, I don't want it any C language. I don't want it any C++, any Java, .NET, Python. You don't have it any other language knowledge. You want it only one language. What is that? SQL. See, in SQL, by using of SQL language, I'm not writing this much program. The 20 lines of program, 10 lines of programs, I'm not writing. So I'm writing only a small query I'm writing. What is this query? Select star from so-and-so table name. That's it. Because in databases, our data will be storing under tabular format. So select star from table name. See, one line statement through, you can read your data from database. How much easy now? Instead of writing 10 lines of code, I'm writing only one line. And here, I don't want it C language, C++, Java, .NET. I don't want it here. That means file handling concept is not necessary here. Okay, now? If the file handling concept is not necessary here, I just write what now? SQL. This is the advantage of what now? Database. See, flat file data retrieval, how much difficult, but the same data when we have in the database memory, then how much easy, user friendly here. Okay, now? So this is what now? One more problem in the flat file, and this problem we can overcome by using of databases. Right down below. So retrieving data from a flat file is highly complex. Highly complex because user need to develop an application program, okay, by using procedural, otherwise by using high level languages. High level languages are, so at the time if you see, I want to take here C and C++, and now if you comparing nowadays also, then you can put it no problem. Java also you can put it, and you can put it just .NET. Okay, na? So these are some high level programs you can go to, programming languages you can use to fetching the data from flat file. Okay. Now, in the next problem, what is the next problem here? Data security problem. Now can come out and see data secure. So flat files, sir, okay, will give it here very poor security for your data. So once I want to store data into flat files, okay, there is no security because anybody can come and open my flat file and they can see my data. But the same information, if I'm storing into databases, okay, now, then it is not like that anybody can come and open my database and I can see your data. Because when you want to come and see database data means first you should have a user credentials, or you should have it. What is the mean by credentials? Credentials means user ID and password. So before you come and see your data in database servers are not like a open. If you want first a connector, that means you should give a user ID and password. If that user ID password is valid, then server will give permission to enter. After entering again, if I want to see my data, it's not like the select star from, I can write and take the data. Impossible. Again, to take the data, again we need a permission. Is permission, database administration permissions are required. So connectivity purpose, that means login level, I need a permission. Table creation level, need a permission. Data storage level, need a permission. Data updation level, need a permission. Okay, data deletion level, need a permission. Data viewing purpose, need a permission. So every step to step, that is called a step-by-step security. Databases are providing which type of security? Step-by-step, role-based securities. Role-based security. What is the role? That all we will come into main classes. Okay, now step-by-step security process will be there. That's why every step you need a permission. Then only I can do that work. Otherwise, impossible. So that kind of high-level securities are there in the databases. Okay, na? So, but security when flat files are no secured. Okay, na? So this is one of the drawback in flat files. Write down below. Flat files or flat file data is not secure. Is not security compared to database. Okay, right. And the next one is called as here data integrity. So these are all theoretically I'm explaining in this initial classes, but every theoretical explanation I will show you with the practically in our Oracle classes. So what is the next? Data integrity. So what is the mean by data integrity here? Integrity is nothing but validating of data. Data validations we call. Tell me, what is the advantage of validation? Can you face this kind of problem when you want to go for registration forms, login forms? In the registration form, there is some limit is there. For example, mobile number is asking. Present I'm telling. Mobile number, if I enter 9 digits of mobile number and click on submit button, tell me my web page request will go? No. What it was showing? Error. Immediately the mobile number content, whatever it was there, the beside one red color mark, star mark will be firing some error. Yes or no? What it was saying that mobile number should be 10 digits. Anybody identify that? That is called what? Validation. Okay. Sometimes you can see when you entered your password less than 6 character or something, there also some error will be raised. What it was say? Password minimum 6 or minimum 8 characters above. Yes or no? That kind of one messages. Can you see anybody when you register time, when you enter some user ID, suppose the same name of user ID already existing, then it was rising error na? What is error? This name or this user ID already existing. So please select a new ID. Yes or no? Sometimes in a password, when you creating passwords, the besides some hint is there. Your password should be have a one uppercase character, one lowercase character, one number, one special character. Can you see? Yes. That means whenever I want to create my password, whatever the restrictions are there, limitations are given here, that should be there in my password. Then only password is created. If normal password, give it and click on submit. Is it happen? No. So what it is validations. Data verification we called. Whether the data are you giving in the correct format or not. Okay. So that kind of verifications I can do it. Okay. But tell me, in flat files, suppose in flat file, one more column I'm adding. Mobile number. This is just present example. This is not that example. Present. So now you can see. Mobile number I want to insert now. Suppose I'm inserting some mobile number. How many digits? 9 digits. After entering into 9 digits, 9 digits mobile number is allowed. Can I save this file? Saving is accepted or giving error? Accepted? Okay, click on save. Accepted now. But tell me, this is a valid or invalid? But accepted now. So integrity is there or not there? Validations are not there. Understand my point now? Validations are performing or not performing? Not performing. Suppose if I'm giving 10, 11, I'm giving how many digits? 11 digits. Can I save this file? It is also accepted. So less than 10 digits are accepted, more than 10 digits are accepted. But actually this is valid data or invalid data? Invalid data. Invalid data is also allowed. Okay, na? Invalid data is also allowed. So, is it accuracy? No, not accurate. For example, this is what now? Employee name. Employee name which type? String type. In place of employee, I am giving here 34 rupees 56 paisa. This is which type? Float type. Can it is allowed? Allowed, huh? Can I save this file? I am saving. Yes, it is also allowed. But 34.56 paisa, is it employee name? But allowed now. What do you say? Problem is there. Suppose EMP number. EMP number what? Integer. There I can give Sai. Sai is also allowed. Is it accuracy? No. So this is what the data is verified or not verified. Not verified. But the same thing, if you do in database na, immediately slap you. Immediately. If you entered wrong data na, put one slap, they will give it us. Slap means what? Error will give it us. What is error? Data duplicate. Otherwise, this data is not allowed. This condition is not satisfied. So please check your data once again. So this kind of error messages are sending by databases. So why it was sending that message means before accepting your data into database table, first your database server will be verified whether this data is right or wrong. If it is right, allowed. If it is wrong, not allowed. That means data accuracy. So exactly what you are expected, what you want data, that data only I can store perfectly. Okay, but this kind of the confusion, this kind of allowed, okay, acceptances are not allowed. Okay, now, so that means your data integrity is nothing but what now? To validating of data. Okay, now, so what is that? Validating data before accepting into what? Accepting into file. But this mechanism is not allowed. But this mechanism is not allowed into flat files. Not allowed into flat files. Okay, na? Right. And now, the next one is what now? Data indexing. So what is the data indexing? Okay, na? Data indexing. Now tell me, simple way I will explain to you. Data indexing is nothing but to retrieving your data very fastly. I want to access my data, the data may be anywhere, but I want to access my data within short period of time. Okay, but that kind of indexes mechanisms we cannot apply on flat files. Understand my point now? For example, if you want to understand properly, textbooks are there nowadays. You can see any textbook. What is the first page? Index pages there. Sir, can you tell me what is the advantage of index pages to keeping in my textbooks? Index pages advantage what? Yes or no? Index pages advantage is what? Come on, guys. Every day you are going to interacting to that now. See, here also index page is there. Notebook. Yes or no? Suppose this is index page. What is the index page advantage? To quick and fastly I can take my required topic. For example, Oracle textbook. Oracle textbook is having 500 page numbers. But unfortunately, the publisher was not given index page. Okay, without index page, the book was published and it was released in the market. Suppose one customer will go to shop and he purchased, and the customer is also hurry-burryly, he didn't see whether index page is there or not there. So he purchased and book was taken and go to their room. When he was going to room and he was open, what happened? Page number 1 is showing. First concept, introduction to Oracle. Okay, so now he wanted some joins concept. From this Oracle textbook, he wanted joins concept. What do you want to do? First, he will be checking index page. Index page is not there. What do you want to do? Either you want to go and return book. You want to do one thing. Otherwise, okay, I will manage. Then I can use this book. I will manage means what I want to do? Each and every page I need to search. Search or not? Yes. I need to search each and every page. Yes or no? Like you are searching, your joins was having here 45 page number. Okay, na? So what happened? Up to 45 page numbers we need to search, na? Yes or no? Yes. So each page searching, you will take 1 second of time. Just logical I'm telling. Then how much time was taken? 45 seconds. So in 45 seconds, your required topic you find out. Okay, book is closed again. Next I wanted stored procedures. Stored procedure, again that next topic I wanted, but where it is I don't know. Again what he want to do? Again search. Again search starting from page number 1. So searching. Your stored procedure is having 350th page number. Then what happened? 350 seconds of time taken. Okay, na? It was happening or not? Yes. This is when there is no indexes. That is called a best case, worst case. Suppose we are lucky fellows, our required data is there in the first page. My required topic is there in the first page, then I am a lucky fellow. That is called a best case. But if you are unlucky fellows, your required data having last page, then that is called a worst case. Yes or no? So when there is no indexes, there is 2 chances. Either your data was having in the first page, then it is best case, immediately I can pick my value. But your required data is there in the last case, that last level, last page number, then it is called a worst case. And to pick the data, first I have to search each and every data and I have to go there. So it was lot of time to consume now. Same as, suppose in the flat files also, whenever you want to read, I said just now, read your characters, how it was reading, not at a time. It was reading slowly. Yes. Picking, sending, user application. A. Picking, sending, user application. I. Picking, sending, user application. And that too, what I need to write? Some program. Now tell me, what happened? Time consuming now. Each and every character you need to search and check where is your data. Okay, na? That is a highly complex and complicated. Time consume a process. But so because of reason, these flat files or else on this flat file, I cannot apply indexes concept. Index mechanisms are I cannot implement on that. So that's why it is highly difficult to data accessing. But the same thing in the database. Suppose you have here. Suppose you have in the database memory. Suppose your data was there in the database now. Okay, now your data is there in database. So this data, if I want to read, then I'm applying what now? index page. I'm applying which concept? Index. Now your textbook is having index page. Now I need a joins concept. What I want to do? I want to go first index page. Checking joins 45 page number. If you know the page number, can I directly jump? Are you directly jump or again searching? Directly jump. 45 page number, immediately I can pick. Next time, close my book. Again, I wanted stored procedures. So again, I'm going to checking index, stored procedure, 350 page number. Can I go directly 350 page number? Yes. So time saving, performance good or bad? Good performance. Your required topic is quickly accessing or slowly accessing? Quickly accessing. That is called advantage of index, and index is a very, very advanced topic in our course and highly important topic in real time. Okay, na? So write down here data indexes. So flat files are not supporting indexes, mechanism, so that accessing data is very slow, and time consuming. Okay, na? Right. So now these are the what is what. Okay, so this is just for my running notes I was given in the explanation notes. Okay, na? But in your main copy, complete information will be there. Okay, na? Right. So these are what now? Flat files problems. And these problems, to overcoming purpose, the people are using what now? Database management systems. Okay, and now we will see what is our question is there now. What is DBMS models? In these models, our Oracle comes under which type of DBMS model? Okay, na? What are those? That all informations we will discuss on tomorrow. Okay, na? Tomorrow we will see that all informations, guys. Okay, na? So now tell me, up to here clear? Come on, boys. Okay, right, guys. So tomorrow we will continue the remaining two parts, and then after we will enter main concept. What is that? Oracle. Okay, na? All right, guys. So thank you so much, guys. Boys, first leave, boys. And online people having any queries, stay there. Okay, na? If there is no queries, you can log out. So 91814. I don't know, yeah, Saturday holiday or not. Maybe I will tell you tomorrow, okay? Right. India. Google Classroom is not created as of now, okay? Management people is not created. So once created, I will give it to you, okay? Right. Yeah, Classroom purpose you have is some ID. Some link is there. Okay, Galaxy J6. Okay, now that link I will give it once they create it. Okay. Yeah, complete running notes and the main notes all are we are uploading into Google Class only. Okay, now right. And one more thing. Today I said your who is this? Your admin number. Okay. Yeah, I will give it class code and everything. I will give it. Okay, just wait 1 or 2 days. Once management people are created Google Class, I will give it the link and Google class code also. Yeah, Priyanka. So we are sharing this entire notes from the day 1 onwards. I'm sharing this notes, but Google Class is required. Okay, right. Yeah, you will get running notes, main notes, everything you will be get from your Google Class. Aishwarya, data warehouse. Data warehouse, what is it? Is a software. It is a big data concepts, a data storages. Okay, the historical data management purpose. Okay, na? Data summarizing purpose, data analysis purpose. We can use a data warehouse. It is also one type of software. Okay, right. Yeah, Vijay Kumar, this is same link for tomorrow also. If any changes are occurred, I will inform to you. Okay, right. What is differences between different DBMS? Karnakar. So that you can understand tomorrow when I'm explaining DBMS models, at the time you will get some idea what is the differences. Okay, right. Harshia, how to pay fee. So the admin will take care that, Harshia. So maybe the admin will go to already. The admin was any information I was passing to you. Mr. Akhil was not sending any information. Maybe tomorrow he will confirming that. Okay, na? Right. Yeah, admin number. Okay, so tomorrow he will confirm to you. Okay, maybe Akhil or some other person. We will confirm tomorrow. Okay. Yes, yes. That I'm saying the Karnakar. That information you can understand tomorrow. I will give some information differences of Oracle, MySQL, SQL Server. Okay. Yeah. Sheikh Anusha. Yeah. This video also you will take it, but tomorrow that link will be provided. Okay, right. Yeah, Sudhakar, contact person details I will give tomorrow once they will be confirmed to me. Okay, na?